Hello guys, once again it's Matt and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons, make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 50,000 subscribers until the end of the year, so help me out there and let's go guys. So yeah, let's show today, we are in the dev server, okay, the dev server is opened. And let's just show everything that, not everything, right? The most important things that I found that were changed in the tank department, right? I didn't show too much on the first dev server. So let's take a look on it. So first change, and one of the major ones, is the BTR-80. As you see right now, it is a 7.0 tank. So it's not going to be 5.7 anymore. And it got an APDS ammo. So 82 millimeters, a lot more than the original AP. Like 15 to 20%. It can even, it's more than 50 depending on the distance. And yeah, just overall, it makes sense that this thing actually got a new BR, right? So let's just go to a test drive over here to just to actually take a look on this APDS round to see if we can actually penetrate stuff from kind of further away, right? So let's go. I don't think he has a, how do I say it? Stabilizer, right? Yeah, expected, right? It's not penetrating a leopard from the front. It would never do that, right? I mean, that's just, it makes sense that it's not doing that. Oh my god, the sound of this cannon is amazing. As you see, it's not stabilized. Oh my god, the sound of this cannon. If you had a good headphone, that's the time to use it when you're firing these cannons. Oh my god, it's so good. It's probably only going to penetrate tanks from the side, on the back, right? Yeah, as you see, that's just easy. Let's try very close to a Centurion over here. It's too angled, right? So yeah, nothing different from what we expected, right? No, it's not. So it doesn't penetrate it. You really need to go to the side to actually kill it. And then it's really fast. So it's going to be a very interesting tank, man. You will need to just, against these MBTs, you will need to just turn, go to the side of them, right? But it is, yeah, as you see, yeah, if you are on the side though, you kill it. And it is a very fast vehicle, man, to be honest. Fairly mobile. In the future, they might add the BTR-82. I imagine this is the 1990s version. Yeah, very cool. One of the coolest APCs ever, right? So let's take a look on the other one. So yeah, now it's at 7.0, which makes sense, right? It does make sense. Of course, on the object 435, I'm not going to mention too much. It is the same that it was in the first dev server. I still don't understand why this specific object is coming, but anyway. Then for Great Britain, we have the VIjayanta, which is a Centurion, a normal Centurion, but from the Indian Army. So yeah, let's see if we can find differences, right? I think the main ones are just externally, right? I think the armor, everything like that will be basically the same. And maybe the ammunition, it is the normal Royal Cannon L7. It is the same ammunition as the other ones. I don't see too much of a difference. Let's drive it a little bit. The engine, 600 horsepower. No, current. It is an interesting tank. It is going to be a premium, so you need to spend a little bit of money. Yeah. Yeah, nothing crazy, right? It is pretty cool, but it's just a Centurion. Yeah, the APDS is kind of a bad round anyway. Let's do a hit. Yeah, the mobility is alright, I guess. Let's see the reverse. It's very similar to other Centurions. Nothing crazy to talk about it, but it is an interesting tank. Yeah. Let's take a look on the tank itself to see if we can find any differences. Maybe it's just the night vision that he has. He does have a night vision. As you see, I'm not acquainted with this type of thing, but let's take a look. Centurion Mark 10 can be alright. No, but it does have the MVDs. But it does have a heat round that these things don't have it. So that's the main difference, I guess, right? It does have the heat round that the other Centurions don't have it. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, right? It is pretty cool. So yeah, but it is a premium. And it is going to be here. I don't know if it's a pack tank or not, because I just got it like automatically, but still, it is interesting. For now, it doesn't have any camos or anything like that. But it is a cool tank. The heat round will definitely help. I mean, it's a stabilized L7, so yeah. Then one of the new ones that was found in the files before, the Type 87 RCV, the prototype. I think we have something very similar to that already in the game, don't we? Let me take a look. Yeah, it's basically probably going to be the same, right? Oh, no, it's not. 7.3, 8.3. Let's see the difference. 25. It's a different canal. It's a Rheinmetall 202. So a 20 millimeter instead of the 25. It has the DM63, which is fairly alright for this BR. It's okay. It's still worse than the other ammunitions. But then the other ammunitions from other tanks of a higher tier compared to the BTR, for example, that is 7.0. So I don't know why this thing is such a high BR actually. It might be the mobility, 300 horsepower, 15 tons. It's still fairly heavy and it doesn't have a lot of power. Let's just test drive it. It doesn't feel like it has anything going for it. Let me just remove all these ammunition and just get the DM63. It doesn't feel like a good tank, to be honest. The cannon, it feels like a very high BR for it. It's a very fast firing gun, right? Let's see the mobility. And it's stabilized as well. That might be one of the reasons. I mean, but it is a very weak, like, cannon. That's the main thing. I don't think this thing will be particularly good. Just because the cannon is, like, way worse than the other one. And look at this reload. Yeah, it's... The only good part is that it's a 7.3 that has stabilization. But, like, look at this. It's hard to actually penetrate MBTs even from the side, so this cannon is actually pretty bad. And you need to be really, really close to it. Not that it's bad. As an APC, it's fairly good. And against other APCs and stuff like this. But against more higher tiers MBTs, as you see, it doesn't do much. And the reload is very long. Oh my god. So I don't think this thing will be particularly good. Let's try to destroy it. No, it doesn't penetrate it. It just doesn't do anything. How are you supposed to kill something? I mean, a T62 is kind of an overkill anyway, but still, it's like... I mean, you can destroy the engine, but that's... Yeah, you can get back in the turret here. But of course, the T62 is a very high tier for this tank. I don't know even if it's going to get it. Let me remember, 8.3. Yeah, it has a chance of it. But normally, it will face weaker tanks. But still, even with that, it's kind of a high BR for this cannon. It's just a 20 millimeter. With this, we have it's an 8.3 tank, which is way higher, but at least you have an APFSDS. So, I don't know. I don't like this type of tank anyway, but yeah. Then we go for France. France is the one of the final ones that we're going to talk about. A new APC as well. VBC1 or IT2 MCT30. I don't think we have any versions of these. I might be completely wrong. But I don't think we do, right? SKs. Yeah, I don't think we do. The Mephisto uses the other, how is it? How is the name of this thing? VCAC? I don't know. But still, I don't think we have it in the game. It is an APC, just like the other one. As you see, the part of the tank that would be carrying troops. So yeah, nothing in the turret, as you see. We have 3 crew here, and it feels like a very modern tank. 600 horsepower, pretty good, but it is kind of heavy as well. 32 tons is pretty heavy. Yeah, it's a very modern tank. Yeah, like really modern. Look at this APFSDS. 116. Yeah, that's a very good APFSDS. It is a 30 millimeter. We have the Scout UAV, thermals, laser warnings. So very, very interesting tank. And the turret is completely remote. Let me take these out. And let's go. So very interesting tank. Look at the size of this thing, man. Oh, it's not stabilized? Oh, that's a problem, but yeah. Kind of low firing rate. Nothing too bad, but it's a very big tank, man. Look at the size of this thing. It's so it's not actually big, it's just very, very tall. Like very tall. You still have the 50 cal. It doesn't penetrate anything from the front, any MBTs. This is a higher tier battle rating than the other ones, so we will face some main battle tanks. I think the main problem is obviously facing MBTs without an ATGM, but apparently this gun is fairly good. It will be able to do a lot of damage. Yeah, but not having a stabilization is very much a problem as well. But yeah, it can do some damage. It is kind of slow, kind of weird looking. I don't like this type of vehicle, but it is alright, I think. I don't think it's going to be very popular, to be honest. It is a very weird thing. It's kind of slow. It's 9.0. I mean, it does have thermals. I forgot to see what type of thermals it is, but even with that, I mean, thermals, okay, pretty good, but nothing crazy. Let's see the thermals only on the gunner. We don't have a commander. No, I think it's just not ready. So yeah, very interesting tank, but it is a premium. I don't think it's very worth it, but still. And then the last one that we're going to talk about is the Magach 6B Gal. That it is a new squadron vehicle added for the Israelis, as you see. I don't think it was added in the other dev server. I personally didn't show it, so I'm going to show it now. So it is an AIM-60A1, as you see, based off of that. And it has the ERA, the Blazer, I think it's called, right? Let me check if we have... It's not here, the name, but I think it's Blazer or something like that. But yeah, we have the 105 with the hats and the M426. So very, very interesting tank. We have thermals in the gunners, and you have a laser warning system, which is always a good thing. So it's just a normal MBT, very much an M60 over here, nothing too crazy. Yeah, a lot of machine guns, as all Israeli air tanks. Laser rangefinder, sorry. Smoke grenades. It's just a very, very normal M60. Nothing too crazy to talk about, but fairly good tank. Should be a good tank for you to get it as a squadron vehicle. And this is it, guys. There are other things, minor changes. For example, the automatic got more power sorry, on the engine. And there are some other minor changes that we're not going to talk about. If I miss something that is very important, leave it in the comments and I probably will do a video about it. And I see you guys on the next one. So bye guys, see ya.